Have you ever spent hours cramming for a test, only to wake up the next day and realize you've forgotten nearly everything? It's frustrating, right? You feel like your brain is betraying you. But what if I told you it's not your fault? Your brain isn't broken. It's just wired in a way that's slightly unfair. Think about Japanese students. They memorize over 2,000 kanji characters by high school, and yet they actually retain most of that information. How is that possible? You don't need a photographic memory. You don't need to be naturally smart. You just need to hack the way your brain stores information. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Because here's the truth. Studying the old way, reading, rereading, and highlighting, is a one-way ticket to forgetfulness. Your brain loves to delete unused information. It's like cleaning out an overstuffed closet. You don't remember the old sweater because you haven't touched it in months. But there's a better way, a smarter way, a way that actually makes your memory work for you. So let's dive into 6 science-backed hacks that will turn your brain into a memory machine. Hack 1, spaced repetition. Timing is everything. Have you ever noticed that cramming feels productive until the next day? That's because your brain doesn't store things in one big filing cabinet. It works like a gardener planting seeds. If you water them once and never touch them again, they die. But if you water them regularly, they grow roots. Spaced repetition is exactly that. Watering your knowledge seeds at the right intervals. Start small. Review new material after 1 day, then 3 days, then a week, then 2 weeks. Each review strengthens the memory and makes forgetting harder. Apps like Anki and Quizlet can help automate this, but even a simple calendar with scheduled reviews works wonders. Ask yourself, how often am I revisiting what I want to remember? If the answer is rarely, your brain is probably tossing that knowledge straight into the trash. Hack 2, active recall. Don't just read, challenge yourself. Reading something isn't enough. Your brain needs a workout. Active recall is the mental equivalent of lifting weights. It strengthens memory through effort. Instead of rereading notes, close the book and ask yourself, what did I just learn? Try to explain it out loud or write it down. Even pretending to teach it to an imaginary stick figure works. This is why Japanese students practice writing kanji from memory rather than just staring at a chart. Think of it this way. Memories are like muscles. They grow stronger when you challenge them. If you never lift, your muscles weaken. If you never recall, your memory fades. Hack 3, chunking, break it down. Trying to memorize 100 pieces of random information is like trying to swallow a pizza whole. Impossible, right? That's why chunking is so powerful. Chunking means grouping information into meaningful units. For example, a phone number is easier to remember as 555-123-6789 instead of 555-123-6789. Japanese students do this with kanji. They group characters by radicals and patterns. Your brain loves patterns. It's a shortcut to understanding and remembering. Step 1, identify related pieces of information. Step 2, combine them into a chunk your brain can digest. Suddenly, what seemed impossible becomes manageable. Hack 4, visualization. Turn words into pictures. Here's a secret your brain loves. It remembers images better than words. That's why stick figures in comics work so well. They stick. When memorizing something abstract, turn it into a mental picture. Want to remember mitochondria? Imagine a tiny power plant inside your cells, chugging along to generate energy. The crazier or funnier the image, the better. Japanese students often use mnemonic stories to remember complicated characters. Your tip, spend 10-20 seconds creating a vivid mental picture for each concept. The more absurd, the more unforgettable. Memory is emotional. If it makes you laugh or gasp, your brain files it under important. Hack 5, the Feynman Technique. Teach to learn. Richard Feynman, one of the greatest physicists, had a simple trick. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it. Teaching forces your brain to organize knowledge and fill gaps. Take a concept and try to explain it to a friend, a pet, or even a stick figure. When you stumble over your explanation, you've discovered a gap, and gaps are where learning happens. This method doesn't just improve memory. It builds understanding, step by step. 1. Choose a concept. 2. Teach it out loud as if your audience knows nothing. 3. Note where you struggle. 4. Go back and review until you can explain it smoothly. You'll be amazed at how much more your brain retains when it's actively processing, not passively absorbing. Hack 6. Sleep and the memory cycle. Don't cheat your brain. Here's the hack no one likes to admit. Sleep is non-negotiable. When you sleep, your brain doesn't shut down. It files memories. The information you cram today gets cemented into long-term memory tonight. Skipping sleep is like planting seeds and never letting them get sunlight. No growth, no retention. Aim for 7-9 hours of quality sleep, and notice how much easier it becomes to recall even the most complicated material. Naps after learning can also boost retention. 20-30 minutes is enough to give your memory a boost. Hack 7. Context and emotion. Make it personal. Our brains remember things that matter. That's why you can remember what happened at your last birthday party, but not the grocery list you forgot. Japanese students often attach stories or personal relevance to kanji, which makes them memorable. You can do the same. Connect what you're learning to your life. If you're studying history, imagine yourself living in that era. If it's math, relate it to real-world scenarios you care about. Emotion and context make memories stick like glue. Now, let's recap. 1. Spaced repetition mode. Your knowledge seeds at intervals. 2. Active recall. Challenge your memory, don't just read. 3. Chunking group information into digestible patterns. 4. Visualization. Turn abstract ideas into vivid mental images. 5. Feynman Technique. Teach it to understand it deeply. 6. Sleep. Your brain needs rest to solidify memories. 7. Context emotion. Make learning personally meaningful. Implement these steps consistently, and you'll notice a profound difference. You won't just memorize, you'll remember. Your brain will stop feeling like a leaky bucket and start working like a high-performance computer. Here's the ultimate truth. Memory isn't a talent. It's a skill. And like any skill, it improves with the right strategies and consistent effort. The people who seem to have amazing memory aren't born that way. They've mastered the science of remembering. So the next time you feel frustrated staring at your notes, remember this. Your brain isn't failing you. You just haven't hacked it yet. Follow these methods, and suddenly memorizing thousands of pieces of information won't feel impossible. It will feel inevitable. Ask yourself, how much more could I achieve if I truly remembered what I learned? How much more confident, capable, and unstoppable would I feel? The answer is huge, and the best part? It's waiting for you. Start today. Hack your brain. Train your memory. And watch as the impossible becomes reality. Your brain is not your enemy. It's your secret weapon. Unlock it and nothing will be forgotten.